So I'm back in the warehouse again, looking for some buried treasure. Found some transformers that look promising. Some of these we're going to list online, and some of them we can take to our Elizabethville vendor mall booth. So we'll see what that's all about. Here's the first box that I grabbed here. No idea what's in here. Okay, a little bit of everything. We got some track, different tools, some looks like some Walther stuff, and we'll see. So 9 times out of 10, once stuff starts to get organized, it starts to make sense. Like that looks like a really nice ballast load there, and those are pretty highly detailed telephone poles as well. So once you start to get like things together, it's not too bad. Oh yeah, I remember this thing. This guy had this big metal kit. It's a big steam engine. Kind of tough to see it, but I have no idea. It doesn't look like there's any motor or anything, so I don't know what that's all about. It's rough when you get boxes of parts and stuff. Like, a lot of it was produced way before our time. We have no idea. But maybe we can look it up. We'll see. Technology does keep getting better. It's nice when you can just take a picture of something and search for that, and sometimes we can find results that way. It's interesting. Most of our work is private investigation. Alright, so here's the good news. The last video you saw, I was in the warehouse. I got that all cleaned out. I put empty boxes up there. This stuff is now all empty boxes. And this stuff is bigger stuff and a couple personal things like a rubber band stash. So that doesn't bug me too much right now. So I can actually walk here, so that's handy. So I'm going to start digging through this stash, see what we got here. There's always a reason why stuff lands up in here. Well, you know, maybe a reason. Maybe it's justifiable or not. Oh dear, the snowy track. Okay, so we had a bunch of MTH track. It went really good. But here we got stuff from the snow scene. And it's all like, I guess it's felt paper or something kind of similar. And it was really difficult to remove. So if someone's doing an O-scale snow scene, well, there you go. I just figured people weren't looking for it when it was 100 degrees. So we'll probably bring this to our sidewalk sale. No point of trying to ship it at, or well, I mean, maybe we'll be able to sell it online if the price is right, but we'll see. But I'm going to move this to the yard sale pile. All right, let's see what's next. Okay. This looks like a box of stuff that I didn't know how to deal with it at the time. We always get wiser and smarter as we go. Maybe. Come on. It's fighting me. It doesn't want to open. Yeah. Who knows what that is? Sometimes it's tough for me to test stuff, and I don't like to sell stuff untested if I can help it. Yeah. Well, there's a transformer. Yeah. We'll pull it out. Maybe we can figure some stuff out. We'll see. Alright, this is all building parts and different things like that. Could be helpful. Sometimes the scratch builders come out to play on our website, so we'll see. Yeah, it's worth giving this a look. Yeah, it looks more like parts and stuff like that. Yep, well, okay, more building parts and things like that. Yeah, we can use it. Yeah. It doesn't take long to find 60 items when there's so much stuff shoved in here. This actually looks like it's in pretty good shape. Yeah. Yeah, that works. Okay, cool. Alright, sometimes those guys are beat up. I don't know what else is here, but we'll check it out. I was like, oh, don't fall apart on me now. Oh, cool. I was looking for this bin. This is semi-organized, but it's different like wire and different parts like that. Like, I didn't know what this stuff was. Now it's pretty obvious. Like, okay. Like, I have a bunch of, like, Tycho and lifelike stuff that I might be able to kind of merge up with this. Oh, yeah. That's actually a pretty good find there. I don't know why that was never tested. Who knows? Some of this actually might have been for our layout in the early days, too. I'm not sure. But that's kind of handy. I like that it's semi-organized. Alright, good. That's another stack clear. I think I'm going to do that today. See how far that gets me. Once we get this aisle cleared out, which we're almost there, there's just some really random and rough stuff there. I mean, who knows? It was just stuff that I needed to throw there quick so I had room for another collection. You know, so it kind of just got buried. This stuff is semi-organized here. Like, here's like, what? Scenery, vehicles, weights. It looks like I added some wire to the mix here. But that's handy. I have like an O scale section, HO track section. I have so much HO track. What is that? Cabooses. Yeah, I literally have a whole thing for cabooses. So we'll have some junk lots and stuff like that. There's G scale back there. Got some O scale up there. Those are just car wash parts. My dad has a car wash, so this was his warehouse, but then he started cutting down on his storage space. And then I was able to sneak some trains into the mix. So that's pretty handy. Okay, I think I found enough stuff to keep me busy for today. That should easily give us 50 or 60 listings, plus some other stuff that we have. So I'm going to get working on moving that over to the apartment. Even though the apartment's small, it's definitely more accommodating with air conditioning and facilities and a kitchen, things like that. Because actually, it's nice to be able to wash our hands. No running water up here, and boy, some of this old stuff, it really collects the dust and the dirt. Yeah, yesterday was a madhouse. We had one customer specifically bought about 50 items. I think we had 40 shipments. I would say it was about 150 pieces. It just kept us going. I started picking items around 8 a.m. I would say we were done with fulfillment around 3. Got to the mail, got back, ate something. By 6 o'clock, we were doing listings. I would say I was done my part around midnight because it was a lot of like catalog stuff, like in the big foam, the Hawthorne Village stuff. Actually pretty nice stuff. I'm just not that familiar with it. So it took a while. There was a lot of stuff to test, a lot of stuff to sort. Yeah, so it was a late night. I went down to the garage to edit a video and probably got to bed around 2 a.m. And then right back at it at 8 a.m. this morning. Victoria could tell I was a little tired and she said, "Welcome to Full Steam September." All right then. Okay, got everything moved into the apartment here. I'm going to take a moment to sort this, but first I need to go help finish up shipping because we got to get to the mail and got to take care of another errand. I'm going to go down to the hardware store and see if we can get our windows ordered. So that's pretty exciting. So we'll see. We just have one more question, and it's a simple one. How long will it take? All right, so gonna get on that, and then I'll be back to eat a meal once I get all this stuff sorted out. There's a school bus stop in front of our house, and all the kids just got off, and they always see me like holding all these trains. I'm moving between buildings all the time. So it's only a matter of time before I'm known as the train guy. The kids are pretty cool though. They're like, "Yo, there's trains." So there's still a passion for it. You just gotta rein it in a little bit. And that's exactly what we hope to do with our community layout and the train shop in general. We hope that it creates a vibe. All right, well, there's no Victoria here and things are in left disarray. So I guess she had to take a quick break. So I'm gonna jump in here and see if we can get some labels on these guys. All right, Victoria's back in action, writing the next note. We got 12 more shipments to go. We have about an hour until the mail closes, so no problem for us, but we gotta keep moving. Okay, I just filled up another bag, so I'm gonna start running these out to the van so time doesn't get the best of us. So we're gonna deal with that now.
Hey guys, don't mind the wind, but this is a monumental moment. Tell them what we just did, Corey.
We just ordered the windows. We are good to go.
So that's very exciting. The train shop, or the train shipping building, is getting further and further underway. And now we know how to build our own door. So we're gonna start working on the door so that we can order a door.
Yep, very. Okay.
We'll see in September. Okay, we're gearing up to buy another canopy tent for our last sidewalk sale. So we already bought one of these back in May, this exact same one. So we're like, okay, we're gonna buy another one because we want to have twice the space. But Corey was joking. Well, we've been joking for a while about how it shows gentlemen doing pull-ups on these tents. Apparently they're very strong. But anyway, I wanted to show you guys that we're buying another one. We're gonna have twice the covered space for this last sale, September 20th. So get ready, it's gonna be an epic show. So the big N scale collection that we've been listing, we're pretty much through it all, but there was this small tray of Z scale, and I can safely say that I never touched a Z-scale freight car before, or a building. There's even some microtrains couplers here. So I know some of these are Markland. I hope I'm saying that right. I know some people get a little worked up about pronunciation of train brands. But anyways, English is English. It's hard to pronounce things. But anyway, yeah, so I'm going to do this and we'll see how it goes. I like that. I think the caboose is decaled actually. But no engine, but we got some hoppers and then those two buildings. So Z-scale, we'll get into this. Okay, we're having a interesting thing here. Don't mind the angle. We weren't planning on filming. So there are train brands that have interesting names and are, I don't want to say hard to pronounce, but there are many schools of thought on how they're pronounced. So we've been pronouncing Kato as Kato. We originally were saying Kato years ago. Then we heard someone else say Kato. And we're like, okay, we'll say Kato. We're like, let's get to the bottom of this. And we went and we found their YouTube channel, the official one for that company. And we had to play like 3 videos to understand the man in the video saying their brand. And it wasn't either of the 2 ways we've said it in the past. Kato.
Kato.
Kato. Like cottage cheese. Kato. I don't know. I'm probably gonna still say Kato, but we gotta. I don't know.
Just don't think like Pennsylvania Dutch. Get out! Get out! Get out of here!
So, I think I might watch a couple more videos on their channel to see if anyone else says it any differently. Kato, Kato, Kato. See, I didn't think there was a third way you could say it in English. And I'm not making fun of the company at all. We love their track. But it's just a pronunciation thing. Kato.
We'll work at it.
Well, yeah, we'll work at it. Okay, so Corey is handling, which you can't even see it past his hands, but a wheel was loose from the one N scale or Z scale car. I'm like, okay, let's get this back on.
I think we're good.
Well, all I see is your hands.
Trust me out. Is it rolling? No, I didn't get it.
Okay. And you know it's small. It fits in this is an HO cradle and it fits in that small little slot. Yeah, let's see if we could get a shot here.
I think I got it. It's crazy when like you can't even tell if you got it back in or not. right, that about does it for this session. We just got wrapped up for the most part. Victoria's going to finish up. It's about 10 o'clock at night. It's not as bad as the other night where it was like lingering into midnight, 2 o'clock. It was brutal. Anyways, today went really good. We found some Z-scale and N-scale from a recent collection, so that really helped. And then I pulled together some of the things that you guys saw earlier from the warehouse. We got a pretty good batch of stuff. Victoria, how much value did we put up today?
I think it was around 1,200.
Yep, that's pretty good. That's really going to help. I mean, as you saw, we got the windows ordered today, a little over $5,000. It's an expense, but they're going to look really good. I mean, black trim, commercial style. It's going to be pretty sweet. But anyways, that about does it for this. I'm going to edit a video. It's non-stop here at Full Steam September. So we'll see you guys next time.